Welcome back, guys. Y'all see the image here? This guy go by the name of Jim Farley. He is the CEO of Ford Motor Company. Okay, yes. Now he went on a press news release, I guess you can call it. All right, he went around doing interviews with certain news organization, and he wanted to put a message out there. All right, he wanted to alert the public, so to speak. Okay, he wanted to confirm a significant mechanic shortage. I know what that means. There's not enough mechanics out there. All right. Now, noting this with this shortage, it could lead to extended wait times getting your car fixed. All right. So there obviously is a lot of complaint coming from consumers that it is taking too long to fix their car. Now you got to understand, dealerships have an obligation to not only work on old cars but new cars as well. So if you buy a 40, 50, $60,000 Ford motor vehicle and you have a problem with it, yes, you have a place to go. You can't just take it to Pep Boys or any kind of local mechanic shop. You have to go to a dealership. So what I think is happening is consumers are complaining that it's taking too long. Now, Mr. Farley decided to go out and try to explain why that is. All right. Yes, there is a shortage of mechanics. He went on to say that there is practically 6,000 vacant service bays in dealerships across the land, Ford dealerships across the land. Now, I'm going to let him speak, and I'm going to let you hear from his mouth, but he seemed to blame a lot of that on technical training. The interests have dropped concerning being an automotive mechanic. All right, so I'm talking too much. I want to let y'all hear exactly what he have to say, and we're going to dissect this afterwards.
This morning when I woke up, there were 6,000 bays in our dealerships with no technicians. So can't get my car fixed. Nope. 2 weeks. Average wait is 2 weeks. Not because we don't have the parts, we don't have the mechanics. Factory workers, construction workers, farmers, all the people that move things, truck drivers, rail workers, and people fix things, plumbers, electricians, HVAC, all the people that basically work with their hands. Why is there a shortage of these workers? Well, it's a complicated problem, but there is, let's put it that way, literally 1 million openings right now. Technicians in dealerships working on cars. At Ford, we have 6,000, probably 400,000 repair technician shortages across the economy. First of all, the productivity has not caught up with the white collar. In fact, it's gone down over the last 20 years. Number two, the jobs aren't as glamorous as a white collar job from college. And I think the permitting and all the regulations has really stunted the growth of these kind of jobs.
Wow. Y'all caught that? Okay, yes. I'll let you hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, I dare not let you hear it from the CEO, a suit and tie guy, explain why there's a shortage in the mechanic industry without letting you hear from mechanics themselves. Okay, so I want y'all to take a listen to this clip. This is one guy that's upset, and he will go out on a limb to try to explain why that shortage exists. Listen to this.
Ford CEO was complaining about they don't have enough mechanics on staff. So become a mechanic, and you guys already freaking know this too. So you go to like a trade school, 1 to 2 years, just depend on what you go to. It's going to cost roughly between 10 and 25,000, probably more. Just depends on the situation too. And then after you go over that, you go to Ford. They pay you $19 an hour. Homie, I can get a job right now working in lumber and get paid $20 an hour. And all I'm doing is monitor wood, make sure it's cut good, and it's production, right? So you just gotta keep moving and moving and moving. But mechanics, you're doing like 9 million other things as well on top of multitasking, and you're only getting paid $19. And you put out a loan for lumber. You could just do this all day, and they could hire you. All Ford is charging $200 per hour. They're paying the mechanics only $19 an hour. Give me a break.
All right, couple of points here. I got to weigh in on this. Now, if your dealership's bringing in revenue streams of roughly $200 an hour, and they only paying their technicians $19 an hour, which is what this young man said, that is highway robbery. Okay, yes, I know of some mechanics at Dodge, Mopar, Chrysler. Yes, if the shop bringing in, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the highest hourly rate, and mind you, that's the difference between hourly rate and commission hourly rate, flat rate hourly rate. Okay, you got to understand that before you can understand what I'm about to say, and that is $200 200 labor rate is high as $230 now. All right, so whatever he's talking about it's even higher than that. Now, the top mechanic in the shop is roughly at around $50 an hour. Okay, so a lot of that could be negotiating leverage that the mechanic have. All right, if he's as good and demanding and as needed to that facility, yeah, he can ask for that much. Okay, if not, it's just not in him. You can't make a corporation or a job pay someone a certain amount of money if they are not deserving. How do you know if one deserving if you haven't gave them a chance? All right, their past, their history, their where they used to work. All right, there's a thing called reference. A lot of jobs will go out and check reference, but a lot of jobs don't do that anymore. My point is, if you can demand to get more, you should ask for more. Okay, no company is just gonna, you seem pretty good, you seem like a nice guy, I think we're gonna give you $40 an hour. No, it don't work like that, people. You have to be in demand. All right, now before I end this, I want to bring up two other guys that call themselves pretty much responding to Mr. Farley, the CEO. All right, they got a message for Mr. Farley, and I'm interested to hear this myself. Okay, so we're going to watch this together and dissect this, and we're going to wrap this up. Let's get it.
So we saw a video of the Ford CEO saying that there's a shortage of technicians. That they have 6,000 empty bays, and he understands why now. So here's your answer, dude. This is why.
Let's see.
Your answer is
what?
Because you charge an insane door rate.
Ooh.
Technicians don't take home even a third of that. You make junk vehicles.
Ooh.
And your labor times suck.
Ooh.
They're usually less than half of what it takes to do your job.
So take into consideration that we have to buy our own freaking tools. That's one.
Wow.
Two, your warranty times are shit. If an engine replacement pays 25 hours under customer pay, and then we go do it under warranty, it's freaking 10 hours. So you're screwing us up. You're supposedly helping out the customer at the cost of the technician's paycheck. So yes, that's the freaking reason why, not because your other stupid reasons that you mentioned.
Right. That, and on top of overcomplicating simple things that you've had for years that have worked well, you constantly reinvent the wheel, model to model, year to year, making repairs more lengthy and difficult for technicians. That's why everybody's leaving the industry. Pretty simple.
If you guys fix your reasons why there's a shortage of technicians, there wouldn't be a shortage. So this has nothing to do with colors, white or blue. If the pay was fair and everything else that comes with it was fair, then there wouldn't be a shortage on any freaking industry.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. My man have a point. Okay, now I can't speak for Ford, or I can't speak for his situation. I can, however, speak to his point that he in fact have a point. Okay, now will any of these messages reach the Ford CEO, and will he attempt to try to make any type of repairs on everything he's heard? Because there will be some backlash, guys. Okay, in fact, the comment section is full of backlash. In fact, I want to see your comment in the comment section, letting me know what you think. Okay, now, and one thing I want to point out before I leave, this is not just a Ford thing. Okay, I am heavily invested in the Mopar industry, the Mopar, Chrysler, Dodge side, Jeep of things. Okay, yes, and there are similar horror stories as well. Okay, so it's not just a Ford thing. It's just happened to be the topic that we are discussing right now. So I suggest, you the criticism can go be passed out amongst car makers all over. All right, just so you know. That's all I have, man. Thanks for tuning in to Redline News Report. I'll see y'all in the next video.